Okay, so the first thing I did was I chopped up this section of the vocal. I'll solo it now. And then I chopped that first Escuchame bit and put some delay on it. You can see it there. On top of the, the compression and the low cut that was already there. Then some side chain. Okay, what next? So I had that, and then I decided I wanted that, although that is the chorus of the song, I wanted that to be the build here, and then we'd have a chorus without vocals. So I've got this synth that fades in because of some low pass filter automation, and it's a synth that I previously designed and had saved. It's got some stuff going on there, all sorts of that. It's got all that massive rack of plugins. But in this session, all I did was literally load it in, put some kickstart, so some sidechain on it, this whole section, this sidechain does not have a kick beneath it. I got this build-up snare sample here, but it didn't sound like that originally because what I've done is I put 58% swing on it and put that whole track, and I wanted to make sort of a garagey track, almost a garagey house vibe, and I wanted to do that with swing. So it's like, yeah. And then beneath that I've got a reversed impact thing. I know I said they're quite cheesy, but I mean it just works there within the context of the thing. It's quite subtle. Then we have the bam bam rhythm. Like that. What I've done is I've taken the lows out, just reverb, and then the sidechain really quick. I'll definitely mess with it in future. I may want it to be wider, potentially some stuff like that. In future sessions when I mix with proper monitors, that's the thing I'll do there. Then before the drop, you've got this section with the drums. Oh wait, actually I haven't even explained the drums. The drums are made up of a hat and snare that I made ages ago, and they're kind of like my go-to ones. I made them and put them in a folder on my computer. And I just use them in songs like that. They're in the other one as well. They're in the Classy 101 remix. And then I wanted to have that again, that dembo rhythm feel. So I've got two different snares, like, again, it's slightly swung. I've layered it with this other weird bongui groove that I've put swing quantization on. Obviously, then you go into the thing. Then prior to it goes into the main drop, you've got this, where I've literally just taken the tops of the drums, bandpass, then this digitalis plugin, use the presets, something's different because it messes up the transients and makes them softer, and exactly what I wanted. Okay, then we go into it and we've got that same accoutrement with the delay. And I wanted to do the thing that Joel Corey does, where it's like monophonic with a melody. So I want to mirror the melody in the bass. So it's like, Escuchame, on that bit. Like that. I thought that was clever. I liked it. And then obviously the second time it repeats without accoutrement, then it goes back to it because the accoutrement hits it there and there. I got some shakers introduced. Along with the Fred Again kick that I made, copying the Adore You kick, and I put a reverse into it, like that at the start. I've got a sweep, which is literally just the reverse riser that I use, a reverse type of the riser. I've got some Atmos sounds, which is just kids playing, which I believe I put some compression to bring it out more, and then a band pass, and there's the compressor. It's compressing super hard because the sample's a bit rubbish. But my favourite part of the drums is this ride sample. Now with nothing on, the samples I've just looped. That's what it sounds like. So what I did was first I put a kickstart on it, but then I realised in the mix that's not really the vibe I want, that's too constant. So what I did was I then applied some LFO automation, or enveloping, using STFU by Zeke, and this. I put on this pattern so it comes down, so it's like, gives it this lovely little pulsing feel. Then the chorus comes to an end with this. And it goes into just the same bass. Oh, the bass, by the way, is a preset It's just a serum preset that I messed with quite a bit, especially the macros that get automated. There's some automation going on there with the brightness, which automates the filter slightly. The filter's like range of how much it opens, and that makes it sound brighter, especially in this pass. Compared to parts like that, was damper. Then this bit, I introduced the rap vocals and have keep certain parts of the drums and changed the is that duk. I introduced that. Then just sits on top of that. The shaking comes in, shaking from the chorus with some automation with the high cut. And then obviously the hat and snare are introduced. Then it goes forward a bit. I'm going to do something here, make this transition a lot better. Then it goes back into that same build, literally copy and pasted. For now at least it's copy and pasted. I might change the vocals slightly because I know there's other sections, but nothing's really here. I want there to be so much tension here. I want this to really be the climax of the song, obviously, because I mean it's the second chorus. And then I want to have that will go on for 8 bars, but towards the end of it, the drums will cut out. And maybe I might add some different vocals in here for the second half, so this whole thing will be 16 bars. And yeah, I mean that's that, to be honest. Oh, the intro as well, I forgot to cover. I've got these vocals. I've literally just added reverb onto them. This plate reverb, tell reverb's great. Then for now, placeholder bass is this Serum 2 synth. So again, preset I got. I've messed with it quite a bit. In terms of the LFO shape, it was a lot tighter and stabbier to begin with. So I've messed with that slightly, as well as the envelopes, because I want it to be really gliding. I was thinking of kind of like a very Axwell and Ingrosso type In My Mind. If you listen to In My Mind, there's this bass that goes like, it's sort of similar to this, but yeah, so that's going on. And I've got a mess again with the macros. The macros on these in Serum, Serum presets I was using at least are brilliant. So I've just got that pen vocal. I don't like the detuneness of it, and of course when it comes to actually mixing it properly on decent monitors, because as you can see, just on my laptop, it'll be a lot better. But yeah, I mean, this is just the progress I've got from today. I'm really happy with how I've done. Again, it's much like session 1 with the Classy 101 remix. I got the majority of the song. You've got, I mean, here you've got an intro, build, chorus 1, in between bit, build, chorus 2. I mean, that's, and I might do a little outro. I mean, that's literally the whole song. How long is that? Custom. I mean, yeah, that'll be 2.5 minutes-ish once I'm done. So, I mean, I'm really happy with that and how I've done it. I'd be interested to see how this mix that I've got shittily translates across to nice speakers. But I mean, yeah, very happy with that.